Hello and welcome to another product that is sold exclusively by Deta Ellis, the Russian company, also dealing with bioresonance devices. This is a new innovation by Professor Ingerman, a physicist. This is another field of cosmetology and anti-aging. It combines very well with the Deta Cosmo device, which was a bioresonance device using quantum light. And here we will present the concept of Delors physical solutions, because it has nothing to do with chemistry. It has to do with physics and nanotechnology. In the world of cosmetology, all companies want to find the ultimate solution for people to be more beautiful, look younger, and basically stop the aging process. There are literally hundreds of thousands of products on the market that are promising to do all this and more. There are 60,000 new cosmetics produced annually, and they promise the world with amazing results. Use our products and capture the fountain of youth in 15 days, effortlessly, painlessly, with no work. These are the types of promises that we hear from many different cosmetic companies around the world. Is it an illusion? Well, unfortunately, the world of cosmetics is a big illusion. The science of advertising, appealing packages, magic words, these are all part of the illusion. It's really irresistible, and this is why it's a multi-billion-dollar market. Collagen, vitamins, minerals, amino acids, and other ingredients used in cosmetics don't really work. Why? Well, let's take a brief look at the anatomy of the skin, and then we will understand why. The skin is composed of three layers. The top layer, the outer layer, is the epidermis. The middle layer is the dermis, which contains all the connective tissue, the collagen, the elastic fibers, etc. And the bottom layer is the hypodermis, which is contained of other tissue and subcutaneous fat. Connective tissue in the middle layer, in the dermis, is composed of a variety of different cells and fibers, such as collagen, elastic and reticular fibers. These create an amorphous matrix together. It's literally like a cement wall, and practically nothing can penetrate this matrix, only nanoparticles. This is why collagen is so popular in cosmetics, because collagen is part of this matrix, and it plays a role in skin elasticity. But can this collagen present in so many cosmetics, the chemical cosmetics, really penetrate into the middle layer? Well, let's look at some facts. Collagen is responsible for skin elasticity. This is a true fact. Collagen is found in the dermis, or the middle layer of the skin. This is another true fact. The molecular weight of collagen is 8,000 to 50,000 Daltons. This is the atomic mass weight. These are quite large molecules. That is also a true fact. To penetrate the dermis, the middle layer, first it must penetrate the epidermis, the outer layer. This is also a true fact. The epidermis is only able to allow molecules no greater than 1,000 Daltons to penetrate. We've already said that collagen is 8,000 to 50,000 Daltons. So can these large molecules penetrate the outer layer of the skin when the outer layer is only allowing smaller molecules of less than 1,000 Daltons? No, it cannot penetrate the skin. So why do they use collagen in cosmetics that cannot penetrate the skin? Well, basically, it's a big lie. But consumers' ignorance is the key to selling. What about vitamins and minerals? Can these penetrate the skin? Well, most cosmetics are composed of about 70% water with a variety of minerals and vitamins dissolved in them, which are very quickly destroyed by sunlight and oxygen. So as soon as you put them on the skin, the chances of them penetrating is very slim. Wrinkles, what are they? I'm pretty sure that the majority of listeners will have many different responses, and you will probably be right to a certain degree. But looking at it from a purely physics point of view, let's see what wrinkles are. Wrinkles are formed when the skin overgrows on static bones. Now, what do we mean by that? Well, let's look at some of the facts of nature. Bones stop growing around the age of 18. This is a fact. Skin, however, never stops growing. It continues to grow. Moreover, it loses about 1% collagen every year after the age of 40. And on the day of menopause, automatically it will lose a further 30% collagen. So it begins to lose its elasticity. Gravity, of course, keeps pulling the excess skin down, and way and behold, we have wrinkles. So as the skin continues to grow for a lifetime and the bones do not, then the excess skin folds and droops, causing the wrinkles. So how can we return the smoothness and elasticity to the skin? Yes, we stretch it with plastic surgery. Or, and we'll have to be a little patient to hear the answer. Plastic surgery is an aggressive procedure. It has a difficult, long recovery period. And moreover, even after the plastic surgery, gravity is still pulling the skin as it's losing its firmness over time. So often the procedure has to be repeated again and again. So we enter another vicious circle of more surgery. Why does the skin grow old? Well, there are many factors. Age is one of them. Hereditary factors is another. Exposure to the sun and other weather conditions, smoking with all the free radical damage, as well as alcohol, poor nutritional habits, not taking enough nutrients and antioxidants that protect from free radical damage, lack of sleep, being dehydrated, being very stressed, and so on and so forth. Let's go back to wrinkles. Wrinkles, apart from the aesthetic factor, can also cause health problems. It can compress blood vessels. It can block the blood circulation. It can lead to low oxygen levels, dysoxygenosis, and also it can cause local hematomas and cracks where the blood vessels are actually breaking open and causing a hematoma. If the oxygen does not reach the skin, then new wrinkles are created and the old ones become deeper. Chemistry today, which is a big part of the present day cosmetic industry, holds a privileged position because it offers many different solutions to fix skin problems. Let's look at one of the most common ones that are used. But before going there, let's just say that because a lot of these chemical cosmetics contain toxins, they can harm the body, because we should be avoiding chemicals at all costs. So we need to educate ourselves and understand what is the effect of these toxins. If we take the miraculous chemical peeling, which is an acidic compound with other chemical ingredients that are used by beauticians to dissolve the top layer of the skin, not only do these acidic products dissolve the dead cells of the skin, but they also dissolve the living cells. So, of course, the pores do disappear, the skin does look healthier, but there is a crucial fact that everybody needs to be aware who is doing chemical peeling on a regular basis. And the fact is that living cells can only renew themselves 50 times in our lifetime. So if we have more than 50 chemical peelings, then we will kill the skin irreversibly and it will not be able to regenerate again. Now, let's look at an alternative solution to wrinkles and pores and other skin issues that are related to cosmetology and cosmetics. This is also a field of cosmetology, but it is not chemical and is a true alternative to Botox and plastic surgery. When I first saw demonstrations by Delore, I was very impressed. I actually saw wrinkles from 70 and 80-year-old men and women that were crow's feet, where the wrinkles were very, very deep, disappear in front of my eyes within a 20-25 minute period. So it caught my attention, and this is why I'm talking to you today. My name is Dr. George Giorgio, by the way, and I'm a holistic health practitioner and also a lecturer for Deta Ellis and also a scientific researcher dealing with many different aspects of health. The inventor of the Delore products is a genius physicist called Professor Dov Ingman, who's the author and owner of 42 scientific studies and 15 patents. He's been the principal researcher in 21 scientific and developmental projects in nanotechnology, nanostructures, biological applications of nanotechnology, photonics, and microelectronics, and factitious intelligence. So he's been around. He's studied these scientific developments in a lot of detail. Professor Ingman created these unique patented products and then decided that Deta Ellis should be the sole distributor for these Delore products. So anybody involved in the Deta Ellis network is very privileged to be able to distribute these unique products with no other competitors. Before we look at the products in detail, just a small parenthesis to talk a little bit about toxic parabens. Parabens are contained in many cosmetics, and they really are chemicals that can either be used for antifungals or they are used as preservatives, but they can do a lot of damage in the body, even to the point where they can actually cause cancer. So parabens are not good, and you'll be pleased to know that the Delore products do not contain toxic parabens. Now, because the technology of the Delore products is based on nanoparticles, let's very briefly look at this very complex science of nanotechnology and nanoparticles. The nanoparticles in the Delore products have a core of silica and a gold metallic outer layer. The nanoshells leave no toxic trail in the body like the chemical cosmetics. They simply are able to penetrate the epidermis into the dermis, deliver their products, which may be a variety of different vitamins and minerals and amino acids, and then they disintegrate. They also work on another principle, a physical principle of allowing the nervous system, the autonomic nervous system, which is a very complex network around the matrix and the mesenchyme, to relax, and therefore allowing these nanoparticles to penetrate. If we look at the behavior of nanoparticles, we see that when we get down to the nanoscale, which is 1 billionth of a meter, by the way, 1 nanometer is 1 billionth of a meter, so they're tiny, tiny particles. At the nanoscale, electrostatic forces and quantum effects become dominant, as opposed to gravity, which would be the case in larger particles that we see in other chemical solutions and other cosmetics. So one of the behaviors of nanoparticles is to repel each other. This is also based on the principle of physics and not chemistry. And in a way, as they repel each other, they sort of stretch the skin, and therefore they eradicate the wrinkles. We're oversimplifying here, but this is a very basic principle. Also, nanoparticles make an excellent delivery system. They take nutrients to deeper layers of the skin that chemical cosmetics cannot reach. Nanotechnology is used in medicine as well. In fact, there's a lot of research at this moment in time using nanoparticles to treat tumors and cancers, because these nanoparticles, once they get into the bloodstream, can also bind to tumor cells and can deliver different toxic substances to the cancer cells, therefore eradicating them. Let's go to the main product of Delors, which is the 24-karat gold nano particle matrix mask. This mask creates a multifunctional net of nanoparticles, a matrix of nanoparticles. These repel each other due to their size, and they literally stretch the skin back to normal shape. It's akin to surgery using the principles of physics as opposed to the scalpel. So it's a physical process. It's not a chemical one. And as I've mentioned previously, we can see the results in 15 to 20 minutes, and they are dramatic. Of course, to make them permanent, we have to repeat the process a number of times over, let's say, a 6 to 8 week period. The 24-karat nanotechnology mask has many different functions. It can clean the skin on a very deep level. It can peel the skin, but this time it is only targeting the dead cells, not the healthy cells as the acidic chemical peelers would do. It provides an element of elasticity because it can actually deliver collagen into the dermis where the collagen, the normal collagen lives, and therefore results in more elasticity of the skin. This is regardless of age. It can restore the blood flow. It can reduce the pores and generally nourish the skin by delivering slow-release antioxidants to the dermis, which other cosmetics cannot do. This is the Delors product range. There are basically 6 products. We'll go through them in detail. The first one is the facial soap. Again, all of these have 24-karat gold nanoparticles as part of their makeup. This is composed of microparticles of silicon, which are distributed over the surface of the skin to absorb impurities and dead cells of the skin, providing a very deep cleanse. Then we have the eye gel. It contains strong algae from the Dead Sea and powerful antioxidants such as C, D, and E. It helps to eliminate the puffiness and dark circles around the eyes and smooths the skin and makes it more elastic. And if you use it regularly, it prevents the appearance of wrinkles around the eyes. The skin regenerates and restores its natural tone. So the eye gel can be used after the gold matrix mask just to maintain the anti-aging effect. The serum, again, this is 24 karat gold nanotechnology. It imparts moisture to the skin and creates an active matrix. The microparticles of silicon penetrate, making the skin very smooth and silky. It also provides natural oils, plant extracts, and molecules of a pure 24 karat colloidal gold contained in the serum, which moisturizes and strengthens the skin. The booster eye mask for sensitive skin around the eyes, again containing the 24 karat gold nanoparticles. It also contains vitamins A and D, antioxidants, but they can be delivered by these nanoparticles. It strengthens the skin through the creation of an active matrix of nanoparticles, and again, it will reduce puffiness and dark circles under the eyes. The booster facial mask, it has an absolute instant effect on the first applications, and it contains, amongst other ingredients, 24 karat gold nanoparticles, aloe vera, hyaluronic acid, antioxidant vitamins A and E, and powerful peptides that smooth and diminish wrinkles, all with a very powerful delivery system. The moisturizer is contains a base of silicon matrix enriched with vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants such as vitamins A, C, and D. It also contains minerals from the Dead Sea and are a rich source of fatty acids and other active ingredients, protecting the skin from ultraviolet radiation naturally. Here are a couple of a few examples. This is example one. We can see that only after 18 minutes, the crow's feet from the side of the eyes have literally disappeared. We can also see that the texture of the skin has changed. The color, some of the blemishing has diminished. Another example, we can see these are quite deep crow's feet, the side of the eyes, and you can see only after one application, 21 minutes later, we can see the difference. Here's another example. These ladies, some of these ladies are in the late 60s, early 70s. This is after 17 minutes. This is another dramatic example after 20 minutes and only one application. You can see the crow's feet and the wrinkles under the eyes, and a lot of the puffiness has gone. Here's another example, 22 minutes later. This is yet another example, 27 minutes later. And this is another very dramatic example whereby you can see the depth of the wrinkles literally all over the face have at least 60 or so % improvement only after 2 applications. If this is continued for a number of applications, then we would expect those wrinkles to literally disappear. This is another example of before and after. So this is the Law range of products which are based on physics and not chemistry. They are safe. They have been patented. They have been given an approval to be sold around the world as safe cosmetics, which are a substitute to plastic surgery and Botox, which obviously have a lot of detrimental side effects. Thank you for your time, and thank you for listening.